Backwards understood be only can, but forwards lived be must life. We have must be living forwards, but can only be understood backwards.
Thanks, Devin. The greatest gift ever. Permission to use this music. Like, this was some stuff that influenced me to make my own music, like, heavily. I really like this music. I was listening to this a lot while I was making the first songs that I wrote.
Life must be lived forwards, but can only be understood backwards.
Hell yeah.
Introducing everything you've been waiting for. The very thing that lately's made me stay indoors. The muffled sound you heard coming out the basement floor. The first step in making promoters pay me more. The worst bet holds the biggest payoff in sports. I'm at odds with every even theme your brain supports. When it rains, it pours. I'm out with buckets and basins, collecting every last drop until there's something to bathe in. Nothing is wasted when the budget is basic. Keep running for placement amongst hundreds of faceless, bumbling fake kids with redundant creation, and gluttonous agents with puppeteer playlists. We've had enough of this makeshift huff and puff when your tape spins. We're coming up, know something, us, your new favorite. Face it, music you will soon grow fond of. For true hip-hop heads to kids intimidated by the genre. Everything you've been waiting for, and everything in between. Everything you've been waiting for, and everything in between. Everything is here. 6 years of our life. From bump tracks and weak sessions, we work the gears till it's right. From rough draft to re-edit to what you're hearing tonight. I love rap, this expression did not appear overnight. Auto a light, a whole scene yearning to prove. There's more to this than burning spliffs and deterrence of booze. The chorus hits and nervous kids work into the groove. We're forming grids where dormant has been a permanent truth. Running with kids who don't take the time to furnish their room. We'll decorate the cityscape, spray paint, burners and bloom. I turn on the news, speak old English etiquette. Sire connects wires and shape sound wave measurements. Treasure this like you're the guy who finally figured it out. Otto was dope and dedicated without a flicker of doubt.
Should I talk about what this music is? No, let's just fucking listen to it.
Everything is what you're getting till the minute that this shit's done. Everything you've been waiting for.
I haven't given this album a good listen in a while, so this is gonna be fun, real fun.
And everything in between. Everything you've been waiting for, and everything in between. Everything
this game's so fun.
Atherton and Sire, different ways, same old thing.
So apparently PS3 doesn't do the song transitions well, because yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Deep Thought that comes from aimless days, and with a lack of sleep brought 2:43 a.m. as we begin this verse. If productivity is pain, then this really hurts. Trying to compile enough material to compose a full length. It's gonna take my full focus, full cup of coffee, and my full strength. That when I first started, writing thing came easy. Now it takes so much more for these words to appease me. I put so much thought into this. I feel I'm wearing thin, contrasting craft with masters. I fail in comparison, cause when I first started, it was heavenly. I never knew there was other MCs that were better than me. Welcome to another episode of Shallow Thinking. Change that line from the first time. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So what are you trying to do? Bring new ideas for what it's worth. It'll sound fresh unless some other guy is at first. Music's recycled material, sent to the ears of drones, but creative cats make tracks that sternly stand alone, bringing brave new youthful symphonies with persistency that lingers. Cause it's hard pushing the envelope with arthritis in your fingers. I'm not a singer, I do not contain that gift in my throat. Try as hard as I want to, but I can't uphold a note, but I hold soul and rhythm and flow. At least that's what I tell them, and mold more lyrics in one track than some have on their whole album. Welcome to another episode in syndication. We come with reruns until you get this situation. What we're facing is the monotony plagues with lobotomy ways of the gone rotten and vague. I've got a lot to say, I'ma write it down and say it and throw the ball to your corner to decide if you will play it or not. But before you choose the second option, be aware hits, kicks and snares and cadences and stops, so keep watching. Appreciate exactly what we've been through for the sake of suspense. Let's add to be continued, cause in the kitchen, got a spot cooking a pot of hot dog with lots of leftovers to be continued.
Whatever you want, but, you know.
Okay, just wait. That just really fucking pissed me off. Let's listen to that song again. This song's so good.
Welcome to another episode of Deep Thought that comes from aimless days and with a lack of sleep's brought 2:43 a.m. as we begin this verse. If productivity is pain, and this really hurts. Trying to compile enough material to compose a full length. It's gonna take my full focus, full cup of coffee, and my full strength. Now when I first started, writing thing came easy. Now it takes so much more for these words to appease me. I put so much thought into this. I feel I'm wearing thin, contrasting craft with masters. I fail in comparison, cause when I first started, it was heavenly. I never knew there was other MCs that were better than me. Welcome to another episode of Shallow Thinking. Change that line from the first time. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So what are you trying to do? Bring new ideas for what it's worth. It'll sound fresh unless some other guy has said it first. Music's recycled material, sent to the ears of drones, but creative cats make tracks that sternly stand alone, bringing brave new youthful symphonies with persistency that lingers. Cause it's hard pushing the envelope with arthritis in your fingers. I'm not a singer, I do not contain that gift in my throat. Try as hard as I want to, but I can't uphold a note with a whole soul and rhythm and flow. At least that's what I tell them, and mold more lyrics in one track than some have on their whole album. Welcome to another episode in syndication. We come with reruns until you get this situation. What we're facing is the monotony plagues with lobotomy ways of the gone rotten and vague. I've got a lot to say, I'ma write it down and say it and throw the ball to your corner to decide if you will play it or not. But before you choose the second option, be aware hits, kicks, and snares and cadences and stops, so keep watching. Appreciate exactly what we've been through for the sake of suspense. Let's add to be continued, cause in the kitchen got a spot cooking a pot of hot dog with lots of leftovers to be continued. Dot, dot, dot.
Ooh, spine broken. Ow. Na 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 na. Bub up, bub up, bub up, na 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 na. This album has really good samples. Lots of, yeah. Oh fuck, favorite song. Well, no, this album has a lot of favorite songs. I don't know where this is from, what this is a sample from. I need someone to figure it out. Or Sire can just tell people, but he'll never.
I remember when my vocals started mattering. Without a spoon I crossed a stir at local social gatherings. Found compliments received from yokels, noticed rather flattering. Telling other sisters and brothers, knowing masters it like Atherton. Packed again, 50% familiar faces. Venues aren't stacked with fanatics, but we still can fill these places, fill these spaces with ink for you to hear it. If you're happy, I'll make you cry. If you're sad, you're bound to cheer up. Cleared up, skies don't seem to be coming my way, but my next door neighbor loves it when my CD plays. No fat check, but I catch red kids are like, he's wild. Just because I can put two and two together in a freestyle. I'm in denial if I'm telling you the coolest how we doing. That would be a lie. My life just like a high school reunion. Words aren't congruent to godly music, movement made in heaven. Kids just know me as that boy who rhymes for days. Or
so don't even pretend like you know periodic trends, cause we don't have fans.
We just got friends.
And even though we're out of earshot,
we won't end it.
So I say fuck a fan, man, I'd rather have friendship. Don't even pretend like you know periodic trends, cause we don't have fans. We just got friends. And even though we're out of earshot, we won't end it. So I say fuck a fan, man, I'd rather have friendship. Well, I remember when the audience members started asking when will you be going on? Is it before or is it after 10? Promoters on the corner flyers tell us what's happening. Periodic trends, Sire, Ellis, and Atherton.
The room is packed again.
Yeah, we've seen them cats before, cause we have a passion for
asking more of what you're asking for.
Respect to those who come to see us sing the same tracks, the same fact that most cats miss
the main act.
What we remain at, the middle of the list. Kibbles and bits, on top of props is what we got for performing our shit. If the form was adequate, we take a portion of it and add in original breaks like a porcelain dish. And with this, mics light up the path and we explore it until 3 in the morning. We're keeping a street performance and peeps adore it. The sidewalk cypher with our fellas. I'm that guy who provides the beat for days.
Or Ellis.
So don't even pretend like you know periodic trends, cause we don't have fans.
We just got friends.
And even though we're out of earshot,
we won't end it.
So I say fuck a fan, man.
I'd rather have friendship.
So don't even pretend like you know periodic trends, cause we don't have fans. We just got friends. And even though we're out of earshot, we won't end it. So I say fuck a fan, man, I'd rather have friendship.
this song so much. Every word in that song is just... It's a fucking anthem, yo.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing. It's like I'm looking at a portrait distorted. Of course that I say props to my piece. To you guy, I'm just on top of the beat. So check the letter I wrote. This is the better approach. I liked your LP, your acapella.
So my
was dope.
first impression of this
All the times you picked me
song,
up when I just fell on the floor. We
I
stayed
didn't
up
like
late
the,
night. We watched the David Letterman show. You were the
I
best
didn't like
friend
the
anyone was
chorus.
ever to know. In a mix like pepper and salt. Dope, I'm serious, man.
But
Nothing
now
next
I
to
like
a joke.
this.
You had so much
Yeah.
girls. I thought the sex was a sport. Sorry for the times you slept on my porch, but nowadays there's nothing left to assure. Life goes on as long as death would occur.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
You're still as strong as a king, but stronger yet is the sting. Ask God about life, like what is wrong with this thing? See, I thought that you'd bring a new perspective to see. You believed in my flow, it shows you invested in me. Now I'm arrested and free, stressed and congested with speech. Memories telling me that these questions run deep.
these questions run deep.
These questions run deep. Deep, these questions run. Why didn't I care when I saw his situation? Lies of crooked stairs, what came out of aggravation? Used to tag the nation, talk about begging Asians. Stupid guy bullshit, bestowed in best friend relations. Elevation as well, integrated and felt. Always used to say life was overrated as hell. Jaded mind was a cell. Now you float above the ground, cause gravity is depressing. Always bringing him down. It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
It's like I'm talking to him,
My best friend gone with the wind.
the only promising thing
Is the song that I sing.
So my first impression of that song when I was younger is that I didn't like the chorus and stuff, but all the verses flow off that chorus. So after you listen to it a few times, then you understand it. I don't know. But yeah, now I like it more. But that's the story of.
elbow on the couch, rolling split.
Whoa! Hey, I just noticed Atherton said,
Fat,
Edward on the couch rolling a spliff.
chandelier jingle.
Man, I didn't know that Atherton smoked weed. That's really crazy, man. I don't even know if I mentioned that the music is Atherton and Sire. That's, yeah. Atherton is the rapper and Sire is the beat man, making the beats. Yeah, this is a good one. Every song on the album. Oh. So if you're using like a shitty iPod or something, you won't hear the bass. Boom, 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 boom.
I've never even looked at the floor the way you look at my face. Took to the way your eyes shook me in the crooked days. Let's put it in place. Your hierarchy's got me hung. The way you believe your heir shouldn't be spared or shared with these lungs. Where she's from, a pauper will never possess a princess. Where he's from, impoverished authors are optimistic. She's caught another victim. He's locked within a prison. Got the key, but he swallowed it, loving every minute. Hungry for the cynic, he sits at her kitchen table. Enjoys the taste of her disdain. Likes to lick it till he's stable. Filling up on hateful plates of conversation and waiting the day. That maybe he'll be more than just a hazy shade of gray in her retina. But that's all he is. He'll hold on for so long before calling it quits. Wallowing shit, seeking approval. Yet if he's ever approved, the tendency towards a melody will bellow off cue. Hello, harsh view. How have you been lately? Love me, hug me, judge me, hate me. Hello, harsh view. How have you been lately? Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question.
What?
The sentiments in her rhetoric were definitely eminent. Mr. Irrelevant saw every testament as heaven sent. Yet in his defense, he was dense to the pretense. Submerged in his subconscious, saw the whole scene as scenic. Now to see in between it, you need a panoramic view. Given a lot of love, but he took it for granted in his youth. This damsel that he knew never got to be a daughter. Never lifted up in the arms of her neglectful father. Which reflected in her posture, head held high above a guy's glance. Mankind had no time, so no chance for a kind man. So he stood on standby, asking, please can I be the man your daddy wasn't just you. Landslide of emotion erupted when he spoke these words. From this moment she had felt misunderstood and disturbed.
Exactly what I wanted.
Her term frozen on the curb. Onus fell on her.
50-50.
He chose to hold on first. He now found out what it's worth. Able to disable chains now that the tables have turned. And through your tears she whispered, I love you in one breath. The same instant that she let him in, he got up and left.
Yay, finally. Ready? Interlude part. So this album is just, it just flows so perfectly. Well, I don't know. You can never say anything's perfect, but this album is fucking good. This is a polished album. Like, the polish on this album was something that motivated me to put polish on, well, to try to put as much polish as I possibly could on my music, to make it as good as possible. Yes! Love this song.
Let's do this, ATM.
Yeah!
Mother was right. Dollars burn holes up in my wallet, burnt residue left from revenue and loose pockets. Fools products acquired. Spending habits so ridiculous, promiscuous. Financial affairs with the frivolous. Sickness, it's demonic when the debit card's clutched. Pin pad purchase, an parallel rush. Talk about lust, crushed. Lump sums are running me. Walk with the clutch that was made from a money tree. Crumbling sheets received after withdrawal. Receipts I don't see, can bear to look at it all. I took to the call. The sweet voice of credit unions, university fresh me, a first-year student, so useless, no prudence. I gladly agreed. Love don't cost a thing, but happiness doesn't happen for free. Temporary satisfaction got me trapped on the losing end. Me and debt together, bound to checks in perfect unison. Yeah, this is crushing funds the fun way. To me, ATM's just another tough Monday. What you want? Crushing funds the fun way. To me, ATM's just another tough Monday. Father knows best, yet I'm no longer in the home nest. And though he holds checks, I haven't grown into the process. Money's where my mouth rests. Fast food and cigarettes, got cash due in increments and past dues. My little cents on rent day, friends aid in financial favors, but still can find a minute to pitch pennies out to strangers. Generosity cost me, I accept your thanks, homes. Your good relations hold no weight when you're looking for bank loans. Tanks blown, it's apparent that my parents are embarrassed of their heir, unprepared to share shares with their kid. Don't dare tell my teller when I'm taking it on, cause I can't help myself. Like James saving Bond, I'm way beyond indeed. Overdraft like Bukowski, I'll retire at 25 and subsidize public houses, lounging into cushion seats to catch coins in my Chesterfield. But dear, there's nothing here, steer clear, find yourself a better deal. Oh, this is crushing funds the fun way. To me, ATM's just another tough Monday. What? Come on, crushing funds the fun way. To me, ATM's just another tough Monday. That's right, crushing funds the fun way. To me, ATM's just another tough Monday. That's it, crushing funds the fun way. To me, ATM's just another tough Monday. Got to do with lots of money, and it ain't nothing nice. Get your funds up and fall into the system.
Dollar, dollar, dollars is the mission.
Got to do with lots of money, and it ain't nothing nice. Yeah, get your funds up and fall into that system. Dollars is the mission.
Let's dark slide. Oh fuck. ATM is one of my favorite songs. But But there's yet more on this album.
Time after time, just trying to find a rhyme without peace.
I believe this is Mr. Atherton singing the chorus.
In 1984, Big Brother was watching. This year, independent thought isn't even an option unless you're a perfect course. You can't pound your own hits. You'll always look like, talk like, or sound like this, or sound like them, or sound like him. Even the profound hit the ground and eventually drown within. Cause what's been written has been written all before. Nas said it was past tense. Nothing new in store. What's more, all of Mother Earth's plain terrain's been excavated, explored and exploited. Got me feeling extra jaded. Not the first to say it. Many others have contributed. Believe this goes way beyond music. We all do it, scoop shit, put in bag routine. If it's good enough for our neighbors, let's give up on huge dreams. And you've seen it happen, peering in mirrors or out the window. Jack and Jill run up the hill just to follow where their friends go by the tenfold, 2 by 2, hand in hand, whispering lies to each other all the way to the promised land. Hey, where we going? Just shut the fuck up and follow me. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, trying to find a rhyme, a line for line of peace. All this talk has reminded me of a fellow from my past in high school plays, but never seemed to be a part of the cast. He was different, not different like those who rode the little bus. Erased the day in a special way that really riddled most of us. Not one for conversation, he sit quietly sketching an image. Those brief times we spoke barely lasted a whole minute. Not that he was timid, he saw past the gimmicks of average social limits. Those brief times we spoke barely lasted a whole minute, but I was interested, cause he was on a different plane. Positive, he was well oriented in both sides of the brain. One day he said to me with a look in between a smile and a frown, I've left Earth to outer headspace, I'm just trying to get back now. At that point I backed down, cause all of my assumptions weren't just to me the whole time. His whole mind was trying to relate back to us. And as he went back to his drawing, perfecting the texture, I thought he may not lead the sheep, but I believe he was a shepherd. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals.
Did you follow all those words? There's a lot of words.
I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, try and find a rhyme, a line for line of peace. Don't speak on unique songs and snowflake philosophy. Don't speak on unique songs and snowflake philosophy. Don't speak on unique songs and snowflake philosophies. Speak on unique songs and snowflake philosophies. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, I stay critical of so-called individuals. Time after time, trying to find a rhyme, a line for line of peace of mind. Peace of mind, 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 peace
About vinyl tap, it's tribal rap, ready to lift off. I hope to get off this rock before that tick-tock in my wristwatch drip drops into the pit stop of hip-hop piss pots. I'm pissed off from being skipped on, so don't skip songs. I live on when kids born to the shit I hold in this palm. Is this on? Stereo burial. Seeds rarely grow in shallow graves, but where there's hope, fiends find a way to dig out of the days when even the sunshine doesn't want to come and play with me for a minute in the mid-afternoon before you give in to them cynic critics on the evening news. True, I bear the same naive blood my mother gave me. The more I know this, the more I notice it may save me. Yeah, baby, this innocence kept me from indifference. In a sense, I'm singing hymns for the insignificant. So if you're in with the gibberish, I'm out with the language. I'll be back on a killing tip. Don't doubt you'll get vanquished.
The earth, the seed, the sapling to the tree, the pulp, the paper, the money to the greed, the power, the respect, the jealousy to the hate, the evil, the karma from the gunshot, the grave, back to the earth, the seed, the sapling to the tree, the ball, the paper, the money to the greed, the power, respect, the jealousy to the hate, the evil, the karma from the gunshot to the grave.
First of all, I got some reasons to look murked and appalled, and before I get out of bed, I need to learn how to fall. This permanent wall stops me from confirming my flaws. I can't see them, but I can hear the birds in the fall. At every turn, I'm a mirage. I climb to the surface, I'm lost, got no real purpose for y'all. I keep on flirting with draws, stay nervous and buzzed. I'm always burning a nug. Got no work ethic, no chance of learning to love. Don't hurt me, get the fuck up out of my bed. I die for the settle, having the passion around of the head. So I'm down to get red and stop caring if my sound on the fest. Small piece of the pot, like public fountains of lead. But no, I'm not gonna stop till I've got mountains of bread. And no, I'm not gonna drop this crown to the bled. Every single ounce of angst consuming my head. So you gon' have it, motherfuckers. Takuma is dead.
The earth, the seed, the sapling,
It's just
the tree,
non-stop
the pulp,
rap,
the
rap,
paper,
rap,
the
rap,
money
rap,
to
rap,
the
rap,
greed, the power, the respect, the jealousy with the hate, the evil, the karma, the gunshot, the grave, back to the earth, the seed, the sapling to the tree, the ball, the paper, the money
Yeah, I don't know
to
what
the
to say
greed,
about this
the
song.
power, respect, the jealousy to the hate, the evil, the karma,
It's like
the gunshot to the grave.
if a song isn't your favorite, it's not like you don't like the song, but it's, I don't know. It's like it's a weird middle ground. But it's a good song, different from all the other ones. Listen. It's a quiet interlude. Or what?